think we're ready. I think we're ready. Y'all know normally I would have started with some music, but my Wi-Fi was tripping today. What's up, everybody? Let me come over and make sure you guys have started your watch party. We're going to crank up 4 in a row this week. My name is Brian Bean, proud founder of Mentor 2 Millions. And we got 4 webinars this week on shifting your mindset and shifting your income. So go ahead and hit share, get the watch parties going. I'm going to give you guys a lot of free value today on some things that they flat out did not teach you guys in school. They didn't teach me either. So I had some mentors who took me under their wings, make 9 figures in cash flow. Not 6, not 7, not 8. I want y'all to do the math. 9 figures. So don't judge me tonight. I'm just a messenger trying to show you guys how I was blessed to retire at 22. I'm going to give you guys some valuable tips. This is webinar number 1 out of 4. Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to be right here in my house showing you guys the rules of the wealthy. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Do me a favor and type in the comments your name and your city, and it looks like we are ready to rock and roll. I really appreciate it. You have no idea. So, why are we here? I want to ask you guys a couple of quick questions, right? Go ahead and hit share because I'm coming out the gates early tonight because I got 4 of these, so I got to give you something new and exciting each time. Why are we here? Well, if you think about this before I tell you who I am in that long, boring, short story, here's the reality. Most Americans, right, in the land of plenty, don't have, believe this now, $1,000 saved up for a rainy day. Now, this is the land of plenty where you're supposed to get whatever you want and do whatever you want to do and be all you can be. And most Americans don't have $1,000 and they've been working 10 plus years. Number one, there's a problem with that. Number 2, most Americans are buried in debt. That means because they don't have the money to live day to day, week to week, month to month, they go out and borrow the money from the banks who put them in more trouble. Problem number 2. Problem number 3, most Americans overpay taxes. So they wonder why they don't have enough money was because they were taught to get a tax refund. I'm not knocking your refund. I want you to understand that wealthy people do not get a tax refund. So if you want to get what wealthy people have, you have to do what wealthy people do. The middle class tries to do what they want to do and achieve the success of the wealthy. It's not going to work. What I want you guys to do is write this down in your notes or put this in the comments. The middle class buys the appearances of wealth. That's the problem. The middle class buys the appearance of wealth. Once you change your mindset starting tonight and start shifting your income into what wealthy people do, then guess what? You'll get those results. Now, what am I not? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you investment advice. I'm not a CPA. I'm not giving you tax advice, okay? I am a business owner, blessed and fortunate enough to retire over 20 years ago when I was only 22 years old. I've made millions of dollars working from home, and guess what? I've also lost 7 figures working right from home because nobody showed me the things I'm going to show you guys tonight. See, one thing about Brian Bean, you better believe I'm going to bear all. I'm always going to tell you what happened to me back in the day because I feel like I was put in that position early to lose a lot of money, not by balling out and being stupid and frivolous, but because I was just not educated about money. So luckily I was young, I rebounded, and I said, you know what, God, if you ever get me back on my feet, if you ever stop having me decide between the light bill and water bill and gas bill, I promise you I'm going to show thousands of people, even millions, how to be successful. So I own a training company called Mentor 2 Millions where we teach you these principles. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down 2 and then 4 and then 3. But I want you to write them on a sheet of paper going under each other. 2, 4, 3, vertically. I'm going to give you 2 objectives you need to have financially in this country. If you have these goals, I can show you how to meet them, but most people aim at nothing, so they hit it every time. You can't aim at nothing. Then I'm going to show you the 4 things keeping you from hitting your goals. Then I'm going to show you the 3 solutions to your 4 challenges. So 2 is 2 objectives, 4 is 4 challenges, and 3 is 3 solutions. When I tell you, you can teach your children this at an early age, and they'll turn out way better than we did. Here's what I want you to put in the comments. Let's give our children a head start. Don't they deserve it? Let's give our children a head start. I'm tired of our children being born where they already behind. You know what I mean? By the time you have a child, you just not paying off your student loan. And by the time they go to college, you just paid off yours, and the cycle starts all over again. Let's give our kids a head start. So the two objectives that everybody in this country should have are, one is current, and two is future. Your current lifestyle is paid for by your labor. So your future lifestyle is something very few people even think about. People always want the nice car, the convertible, the motorcycle, the jet ski, the boat, or whatever that is for you. People always want the vacation home, right? When I was coming up, I took very few vacations. Now, I took a trip. Y'all know what a trip is? You know the difference between a trip and a vacation, right? Vacation is when you go somewhere and you ball out and you're not worried about it. A trip is when you tripping the whole time because you know you ain't got no damn business on this vacation. So you tripping. You gone, but you budgeting. You worried about how much you're spending. See, your current lifestyle is barely paying for your current needs, so we can't even think about the future. So your goals in this country are simple, guys. It really is simple. Your current lifestyle has to be paid for by your labor, right? I tell people, there's nothing wrong with a job. One of my favorite sayings, I'm wearing it tonight on one of our shirts, is be thankful but not satisfied. You got to be thankful but not satisfied. A lot of people don't even have a job. So don't begrudge your job, but you have to understand a job is not designed to create wealth. A job is designed to pay for your lifestyle. And people get frustrated when it's barely doing that. Go ahead and hit share. Now get the watch party going because I'm about to crank it up. When your job is barely paying for what you currently need, that's when you start going to work angry at everybody. I'm just going to speak for me. I had a guy named Larry. I never forget. If Larry said one more thing to me, we was going to have a serious misunderstanding. This was over 20 years ago because I was so upset. I didn't know why I was so mad every day. I was mad because I felt like I was coming to work every day and it wasn't even paying my current needs. So if you working and it's not paying your current needs, you can forget about your future. Put this in your notes. Put this in the comments. Jobs don't pay you more when you leave. Jobs don't pay you more when you leave. So think about this for a minute, guys. You got to really think about it. Why do they call retirement the golden years? They sell you that dream so that you can keep working, keep working, keep working. 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week. Get underpaid. Stay overtime. Do more than you should. Get a 401k, get a pension, and then they say your golden years are retirement. Well, guess what? If it's not paying my bills now and I'm working 40 to 80 hours a week, how in the world is it going to pay my bills when I get older? So you got to say to yourself, okay, my two objectives are simple. My current lifestyle has to be met by my labor, but my future lifestyle has to be met with my investments. So in your notes, put current equals labor, but future equals investments. Now, the problem is, how am I going to invest if I'm barely making it now? The answer is simple. You can't. That's why I started the webinar with most Americans don't have $1,000 saved. Most Americans can't put their hands on $1,000 cash right now. And you've been working over 10 years and don't have a grant. See, you got to be thankful for your job. But you can't be satisfied with your job. That's why I'm glad you guys tuned in tonight, because I'm here to show you something different. There's a reason you're not meeting your goals. It's real simple. One is called taxes. Now I want you to think of all the different taxes that we pay. Ad valorem tax, sales tax, property tax, state tax, local tax, highway tax. you name it, there's a tax on it. But you know the one tax you can't control? Your income taxes. See, I'm sorry, I jumped up here. Your income taxes. Taxes are your largest expense. It's important that you write that down. It's not your cell phone bill. It's not eating out. Ladies, it's not him. Okay? Fellas, it's not her. Your largest expense are your taxes. So if you get the taxes down legally, ethically, and morally, that puts you in a position now where you got more cash flow coming in. See, you were never taught to look at tax minimization. because so many people scare you with tax evasion. There's a difference. See, what you guys got to learn, when it comes to getting wealthy, they try to trip you up and confuse you so you won't even worry about it. You know what? I never be wealthy. I'm always going to be broke. I'm not going to look at my finances. I don't need to learn about investing. My job going to take care of me. I got some Social Security. I got my 401k. Guys, write this down somewhere in your notes. The only hand you can depend on is the one at the end of your wrist. My net worth didn't hit 7 figures, so I said, you know what, Brian? It's up to you. It's up to you, man. Your job don't care. Your community don't care. The government don't care. The banks don't owe you nothing. I had to put myself on a game plan and say, you know what? I'm worth more than the bank that I had, the job that was paying me at the time. I worked at the bank. I'm worth more than the bank is paying me. The only hand you can depend on is the one at the end of your wrist. So when you understand that they're telling you things that benefit them, like get a tax refund. Re means again, fund means money. So a tax refund is your money again. They didn't do you a favor, guys. All they did was invest your money for the past year and then give you a little bit of it back. No interest, even though they borrowed and made trillions. You get no interest back, and then you say, thank you so much for my tax refund. From the beginning, you have been robbed of a third of your money. Now, I got an English major. I graduated from Morehouse in 1997. My degree is in English. Here's what I did learn. If a third of your money is gone off the top, that means you work for the government for a third of the year. So if you make $70,000 and they take $28,000, then that means you work for the federal government from January to April. Now, last time I checked, if you have a job, you don't work for yourself. Last time I checked, if you have a job, the business owner makes more money than you. Last time I checked, if you have a job, the taxes come off the top, and that's the highest tax bracket. That's a third of your income. So last time I checked, if you have a job, you can be thankful, but don't be satisfied. That means you're working for another entity other than your employer. You work for the government too. That's why when you get out of school, they teach you, go get a job, go get a job, go get a job. Because all the entities work off of you having a W-2. Thankful, not satisfied. That might be just the theme for tonight. I didn't mean to put it that way, but that's the reality. I'm not bashing jobs. I want you to understand that your job is on a different side of the balance sheet. So on the job, your salary is an expense. On your balance sheet, your job, your salary is income. So on your balance sheet is income. On your employer's balance sheet, it's an expense. So a job has an antagonistic relationship. That's why most people aren't happy. You trying to raise it, they trying to lower it. So you're always frustrated. We're going to fix that tonight, though. We're talking about the 4 reasons most people don't have enough money to invest. How many? Let me get close. 4. 4. Okay? So, the next thing is inflation. People miss this. Your dollar loses value every day. It's not a pessimistic statement. That's just the truth. Right? If you don't believe me, think about this for a minute. When you went to the gas station 20 years ago, man, I had $10. I would put $10 in and fill that bad boy up to halfway, if not all the way. $10 today, same $10. Same president, same color, same sheet of paper. Won't give you a quarter of a tank. You know why? Because it's $3 a gallon. So now for every $3, you get a gallon. So that means $10 is 3 gallons, when $10 used to be way over 10 gallons. So your dollar loses value every day. It always has. Here's the reason. I'm going to spend more time on this tonight than normal because you got to get this. In this country, business owners control how much things cost. So if business owners control how much things cost, a business owner can crank up the prices of their goods and services anytime they feel like it. That's inflation. And they do it subtly. So if Netflix goes, you know what, guys, we know you got $10.99 packages, but I don't know if y'all know, but recently I think Netflix went up by like $1 or 2. So now instead of $8, it's $10. Instead of, if you had a $10 account, it's $12. Now none of y'all went and shut it off because inflation creeps in. Hey, it'll just be $1.50, $2. You like, shoot. But as I watch my Netflix, y'all going to keep the party going. That's $2 times millions of subscribers per month. Netflix will make an extra $300 million a year by going up $1. See, that's the game. Inflation. See, you think I'm being funny by talking like Netflix. No. Inflation works like this. Netflix went up. Gas station went up. Just a little bit. Daycare went up. Just a little bit. Nail salon went up. Just a little bit. Barber went up. Just a little bit. Clothes went up. Just a little bit. Healthcare went up. A whole hell of a lot. Now, when you add all of those up, they went up a little bit. Your money went down a lot. That's inflation. Now, put that in the comments. They went up a little bit. Your money went down a lot. Not that you took a pay cut, the value of your dollar shrunk. So your dollar's worth 73 cents. That's why no matter how much of it you make, you feel like you still don't have it. You see? So remember, we're doing 4 of these in a row. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Every night right here we're going to tune in and I'm going to give you more information. So now, because inflation is creeping into your lifestyle, every day, they don't want you to see it, so they increase it a little bit. Then taxes just come in and cut a third of your check gone off the top. Then you got debt. Here's a good note for you guys that are brand new. Taxes cause debt. Taxes cause debt. So because the taxes came off the top and your $75,000 is cut down into, $25,000 is gone, so you really net $50,000, even though you gross $75,000. Now your net looks gross. So you about to throw up all month because you can't believe how much tax is coming off. Well, the only way to offset it, go get you a credit card. Go get you a student loan. Go get you a car note. Oh, you married? Get you 2 car notes. Oh, you married? Y'all need 4 credit cards. So now you're paying for things 2 and 3 times. So what happens is the government kick you in the stomach, then the banks kick you in the ass. So you steady getting uppercutted in the stomach by the government the minute you get your check. Then when you try to borrow some money, the bank kick you in the ass, so you steady getting rocked back and forth. And then people wonder why they don't have $1,000 to invest. Your future will never look the same or never be bright if inflation killing you daily, taxes coming off the top, banks borrowing and spanking you on the bottom, and then you got number 4, which is big business. You see? I'll go over this more tomorrow, but the game of capitalism is not a bad game. It's just that you have to be on the right side of capitalism. I'll talk about that more tomorrow. You can tune in right here again at 9 o'clock Eastern. And I'm going to talk about that. But there's nothing wrong with capitalism, but you have to have a mentality and understand the rules of the game. Okay? We call it, in our business, we call it terminology and perspective. And I'll talk about that tomorrow. But now, big business, every day they wake up, they got something they want to give you. They got something they want to sell you. They got commercials running all day, Super Bowl, millions of dollars. Why? To get the consumer to want their product over everybody else's. That's capitalism. Do you guys know, man, from the music they play to the colors they use, like literally, it's psychological. Billions of dollars spent on big business getting your money. And you got to be strong enough to be like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with big business giving big business money. That's okay. But I'm going to give big business the money to the companies that I also own a piece of. See, capitalism not bad if you on the right side. Go ahead and hit share. Let's get this watch party popping because we're about to talk about some solutions to the problem. So if you got big business in your pocket using colors and music, even smell, right? A lot of people don't know, but yellow, it's been proven, yellow and red make you hungry. That's why you got ketchup and mustard. That's why McDonald's, their colors are yellow and red, the golden arches. Automatically, you wonder why the hell you want fries every time, because it makes you hungry. It's psychological. Look, they're not $1 billion served for no reason, okay? It's billions of dollars put in how can we get them to say, I have to have that? So, question, how will you ever get ahead? How will you ever get ahead if every time you turn around, somebody has figured out how to get your money? The answer is simple. You got to have a strategy, and you got to stop hustling all the time. See, America has taught you to get your hustle on. Hustle, 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 and you don't realize they hustling you. But the minute you put some strategy and some numbers to your income to create positive cash flow, and then you put that on autopilot, you'll get wealthy. That's what I had to do. I had to put some numbers together, put my income into a cash flow cycle, and then automate it. And when you do that, you're going to get wealthy. I'm telling you. Because, see, people are emotional. So in sales, you got to deal with rejection. Brian, I'm tired of selling. I'm tired of hustling. Me too. I don't like no. I don't like rejection. Me either. That's why I said, you know what? Everybody can strategize their way to wealth. See, guys, the reason I'm telling you that, being transparent, my first 7 figures was made in sales. And then one day I looked up, man, and I was getting tired. I'm like, man, I can't do this another 20 years. Why I always got to sell something? I always got to get in some MLM. I always got to join something. I always got to bring some people in something. I always got to try to keep people motivated. I always got to keep you pumped up. I always got to have a pep rally. I can't do that 20 more years. What I can do is give you some numbers to plug and play and give you a supporting system to surround it. And then now, your numbers are different than John's numbers, different than Susie's numbers, different than Alan's numbers, and everybody just hitting their goals and accomplishing whatever wealth is for you. See, that's a different number for everybody watching this webinar. That's a different number. So you got to figure out what your number is, and then we teach you how to hit that number. And then once you apply that same strategy, then you start elevating that number using the same strategies. So this is simple. Here's a good one for you to articulate. For me to articulate to you. Write this down. Cash, asset, cash. I want you to write down cash, asset, cash. So the first strategy is called cash flow management. We got to get you some cash first. Within 3 days, we're going to show you how to turn some of your negative cash flow into positive. They never teach you that in schools. They teach you to go get some income. Got to make more money. Got to get another degree. Got to get more debt. Got to get a second job. Got to pay more taxes. See, if you got a job, it's cool. Thankful but not satisfied. You get a second job, that's cool, but now your time is being taken away from your family, and they're still taxing you again because you didn't change tax codes. You still use the W-2 tax code, which is the highest. So you got 2 of them now, and they both killing you. I'm not knocking people with 2 jobs. Don't misunderstand. What I'm saying is you got to have a different strategy to get out of there. So we're going to show you how to change your cash flow first. 3 ways to do it. Your taxes have to come down, your debt have to come down, and your expenses have to come down. Kind of sound like something I said earlier with the big 3. If you lower your taxes legally, ethically, and morally, you didn't do anything different to get money. You just did more with the money you got. That's what cash flow is. Cash flow is your ability to take the money you have and make it last longer. You may not get everything tonight. I just want to open your mind up tonight. Income is making more money. But what difference does the money you make if you're making more, if it's making other people more than it's making you? Now, I would try to repeat that, but I can't. Okay? In other words, let me try it again. What difference is you making more money if the money you're making is making more money than you? And the people that are helping you make the money are making more money off your money. So your cash flow is still negative if the minute it comes in, it's going straight out. That's what we got to fix. So we're going to show you strategies that help you increase your cash flow within the first 3 days. Now that you have some cash flow, taxes down, debt down, expenses down. Now we show you how to generate business income. If you can't see that, that says business income. That says cash flow. So now we got to get you some business income. Now, why business income? Well, the answer is simple. Businesses are taxed less than jobs. So a business is a different tax code because the government gives business owners the breaks. That's why I told you earlier, business owners cause inflation to go up because business owners control how much products and services cost. So if a business owner is going up on gas, up on groceries, up on daycare, up on healthcare, up on clothes, up on Netflix, you got to be able to go up today on your income, up tomorrow on your income, up this week on your income, up this month on your income, up this quarter, up this year. But we don't go up. We stay the same while everybody else going up. And then we wonder why most people broke. Because they don't play this game. They don't play the income shifting game. They stay here in a job and say, I'm just going to work and save. Work and save. You're just going to work and you're just going to be broke. I'm just giving it to you straight so you can't say nobody. You're just going to work and you're going to be broke. Because there's no strategy. You're going to work and you're going to be broke. So business income is taxed different. And then you take the money we generate from cash flow strategy 1, the money we generate from business income strategy 2, which basically comes from educating people on strategy 1. And then we show you how to invest your money in strategy number 3. Cash. Take that new cash, put it into an asset known as a business. Now the asset generates more cash. That's called income shifting. Now put in the comments, let me see if you're paying attention. Say I'm ready to shift. Say I'm ready to shift. That's the key. You got to be ready to shift. Your income won't shift until you shift this first up. Go ahead and hit the watch party and hit share. Here we go. I'm going to go fast here. So, I bet you thought the whole system and everything was some big whopping number for everything we teach you. I'll be honest with you, man. I'll teach you more on a free webinar about money than most people give you thousands of dollars. You have to charge thousands of dollars. This stuff is not hard. It just takes the right system to understand it. So, $49 one time. I joined forces with a company called Iconz. Iconz stands for My Economy. The reason we say that is because we believe that it's your economy, not the economy that you should worry about. Worry about your economy. If everybody just focused on their economy, meaning your household, and getting your taxes down, getting your debt down, getting your expenses down, then you'll have enough to invest. The economy doesn't affect you as much if you understand money and how it circulates. So $49 one time, $34 a month. That's $1.17 a day. So at that point, you get the software. First of all, you get the strategies. You're getting a glimpse into it tonight. And then all week, tomorrow, Tuesday, that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm doing a webinar. So we're going to teach you more strategies. Then we give you the software to implement those strategies. Then we give you the system and the support you need, right? Commission checks if you want them. How to get, man, a friend of mine hit me today. Credit score was in the 500s last year. Today, 710. Today, hit me with a screenshot. 710. Why? Because of our system. See, when that cash flow is down and those taxes are down, that debt start going away, that credit score start going up. You see? Now when you buy your house, you got the best interest rates. If you have to borrow money for a car, you got the best interest rates. Now, all of that leads to your financial success. Strategy, software, system, success. You can't tell me you don't have $1.17. I ain't gonna buy it. I don't care. That's $1.17 a day. I have people ask me all the time, I mean, Brian, it's $34 a month, man. I can't take no more expenses. I said, well, you need to cut one of the expenses you have. I didn't ask you to take more. You might need to replace something. What's bringing you $400 to $500 a month in tax savings? Netflix ain't doing that. You didn't say you want to stop them. Uverse and Xfinity and DirecTV not doing that, and you ain't cutting that. You ain't cutting all these memberships you got. You ain't been to the gym since I met you. See, people kill me with all these excuses. They let $34.95 a month keep them from saving $600 a month in taxes, because you got to have a business in order to play the tax game. But see, you weren't taught that, so you were taught that everything that you see that has the word month behind it is a bill. See? Instead of everything you see that has the word month behind it saves you $600 a month, $400 a month, $300 a month, $200 a month. Anything more than $34.95 a month in savings is worth $34.95 a month. But you weren't taught that. You were taught that everything you pay is money going out. Not what can I do with this money so more money will come back. Write this in the notes, write this in the comments. Something has to work, just not me. Something has to work, just not me. Whew, my little 30 minutes of fame is up. I got to get out of here. So here's what I want you to understand real quick. Once we teach you the strategies, you can start earning checks, right? These are a lot of my colleagues. Everybody, we get excited every week. If you want to share it, you don't have to, but if you want to do, introduce people to our website or introduce people to our conference calls, then you get weekly checks as well. We get residual checks as well. So not only is your money coming in from the strategies, but you can refer people and get bonuses. I've been very, very blessed to have 5-figure weeks. You know, it's funny, man. I look at this and I still cringe. My job wasn't paying me 5 figures for 7 to 10 days worth of work. My job wasn't paying me 5 figures. Do you know what it would take for me to make 10, 12, 13, 14, $15,000 on my job? That was like half a year. See, man, I'm telling you guys, once you elevate your mind and expand your mind, it'll never go back to its original size, ever. Now I can't see making nothing less. I wish I would go somewhere and they tell me they're going to pay me what I'm used to making a week. You going to give me that annually? That's not arrogance, guys. That's just posture. Once you change this, you can't go back down to the little nugget mentality that I had. That's why I can say it. I've been there. The little cheap mentality of somebody got to give me something. No, I'll go out here and get it. All I need is a game plan, a mentor, a system, and y'all can give me the software. I'm game. I don't need all the hype and sizzle. I need some results. Put that in the comments. You need results. And here's an important date for you guys, man. Wait a minute. Oh, I'll give you a couple of things. One, I have a free keynote that you guys can get called Millionaire Mentality. Very good keynote. It's the mindset that you have to have. You can go to trainwithbnb.com and click sign up. Okay? Trainwithbnb. N stands for never ask me what my middle name is. Trainwithbnb. And I give you a free keynote called Millionaire Mentality. And the reason I do that is because you got to get your mind right first. Most people are not used to a thousandaire mentality or 100,000. So they can't even think about how easy it is to make $1 million in this country. Let me rephrase that. It may not be easy, but it's simple. It's simple. But until you start thinking like one, and when you have certain thoughts change your actions over time change your behavior, and your behavior over time changes your results. But until you start developing that millionaire mentality, then you'll always be saying, oh, that's something else they're trying to sell. Look, I'm just trying to educate you. Somebody got to house your software and help you work the system and stuff like that. We're talking about pennies on the dollar. But that's where the millionaire mentality comes in. So I want to make sure everybody gets that. A free keynote. Check your spam and check your email after you click on sign up. So put this in the notes. Comments. Train with BN as in never B.com. Train with BNB. And click sign up. And then check your spam and check your email. Activate your account. You have a free keynote called Millionaire Mentality. Train with BNB. Now, live in the living color, next month in Atlanta, Georgia, we're launching Game Changer. Game Changer ATL. So once you get your membership, you're going to get back with the person that put you on this webinar. From me, you can inbox me, if I introduce you, or you can text me. Okay, inbox me or text me, and I'll get your membership set up. Whoever introduced you to this link, you get with them. Get your membership set up first. Okay, now I got you a free keynote. You start at Millionaire Mentality, so you can start getting your mind right, but you got to register for Game Changer. That's our quarterly event. We do them 3 times a year, where we all come together from all over the country. We have people flying in from all over the world sometimes. I've had people come to my seminars from Germany, Belgium, you name it, because they want to understand the mindset of successful people. And it's not my doing, it's the whole crew. People showing you how they make money online. People showing you how they make money in person. People showing you how they went from 500 credit score to 700. People showing you how they went from foreclosure and bankruptcy to now 7 and 8 figures in their investment account. People showing you how they actually did it. You can't get that kind of experience on no internet. Not the connection you got to have. You got to go to GameChangerATL.com and get that information. So with that being said, we are here to get you on the right track. Get with the person that introduced you to this video. Get your 4-digit password. Once you sign up, it's going to give you 4 digits, and you got the software and everything you need for the strategies. Get Millionaire Mentality, because I want to start getting people to understand nothing changes unless you do that. So you can go to Train with BNB, like I told you earlier, and then click sign up and check your spam and your email. And let's rock and roll and come back again tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock Pacific. My name is Brian Bain. See you in the magazines. Thanks for your time. Peace.